Hey guys, today I'm going to go through a bunch of different ways to get across the monkey bars. I know most of us probably already can do monkey bars, but there are some that still need a little bit of tips and pointers and might have whys and wonders about different techniques and different strategies. We're going to go forwards, we're going to go backwards, and we're going to go sideways, and you can pick what best suits you. I personally like the sideways one myself, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's got a personal preference. So we'll start with forward, and each one of these can be done in the wet and in the dry. Generally in the dry, it's great. You can start skipping rungs, you can go faster, you can move on. In the wet, I would suggest bringing your hand to the same rung, so you spend as least amount of time as possible with one hand on a rung. All right? It's in the wet, or if maybe your grip strength isn't that great, you want to make it so that you have as much time as possible with two hands on a rung. Okay? So we'll start going forwards. We'll start with forwards, maybe skipping a couple rungs. Now when you do it that way, try to get a little backswing. It'll help you skip rungs, it'll help you go along faster. To me, that it's not the way I do it, but a lot of people do. It's a very popular way to do it. I don't find it as secure, but it can be very fast, and you can skip a lot of rungs. I'm going to show you kind of what you do with that in the wet, or if maybe your grip strength isn't up to do that big swing, okay? So again, as you can see, much slower, but much safer. Like I said, you spend very little time with only one hand on a bar, equals less time to slip off. You can also do forwards, bent arm. Generally, it's a pretty quick little way, like a rapid fire quick step. We'll try that. And you can see the lower body gets involved in there too, with a lot of kicking, raising the knee on each side to bring it forward. Again, some people really like that method. It's all personal preference. Like I said, forward's not for me, but it might be the best way for you. And move on, we'll try the backwards one. Backwards, really the only time I use it is if I'm going up an incline of rungs, or for example, actually on that new Kong Infinity. It's a good time to use it there with trying to roll that barrel. But Sawtooth, I believe it's called on Savage, big incline, not a bad time to try backwards. All right, we'll try that. And usually, backwards is only done with the bent arms usually. You could do it straight arm, but I have no idea why you would. Like I said, really for going up an incline. It's very good for that. I still personally, and this is my preferred method, is the sideways. I use the sideways almost exclusively, wet, dry, up inclines, coming down, everything. I just find it's much more versatile. And I can go quickly at it. Some people say you can't skip as far as you can going forwards, but actually I can skip pretty good on it. So we'll show you that, and again, we'll start out straight armed, and then I'll do one after with the bent arm, and I'll show you about skipping the rungs, a few more rungs, okay? So that's straight arm to the side. The reason I like sideways is, again, the opposing grip, less chance of rolling off. Just like I said, when you go forward, if you're just on one hand, rolling, your natural motion of the body, you're actually unwinding your grip. When you're doing sideways, you constantly have that good, solid grip. So that's my favorite. Now I'll show you bent arm, skip a few just to show you that it's not really that slow either. That was just a case of showing you very much a wet bar scenario where we want as much time on each grip as possible. So we'll go a little faster. So, as you can see, you can rumble down pretty fast even with the sideways grip. So, big things to remember: wet weather, slippery, or maybe your grip's not quite as much as you want it to be. Spend as much time as possible with both hands on a rung. Okay. Bent arms, I prefer if you have the arm strength to do it, because again, the arm absorbs a bit of a shock and stops you from slipping off as much. It's all personal preference, guys. Whatever works for you. Hopefully you get a chance. And sorry if these weren't some of my best demonstrations, but I just finished a killer workout. My arms are bagged. But anyway, have a great day, guys.